Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the weekly forecast for Leo for the week beginning the 7th of August 2017. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The link is below. We're going through some crazy times at the moment. There's some crazy energy going on, and sometimes we just need a little bit clarification as well, because these are general readings. The only way I can look at your personal situation is if I read for you personally. Okay? So right, this week, Leo, I feel like you're at a bit of a crossroads. Now, that does not surprise me because the readings so far have been crazy. The energies are crazy. I'm feeling it myself. It's everything is up in the air, and there's a lot of stuff from the past being dredged up. This is about tying up loose ends, and it's about sort of healing wounds from the past as well, so there's stuff going to come up for all of us as well, I feel. So this week sees you, when I'm looking at this, it's like I feel like you feel out of balance, okay? It's like in a way, you're wanting to break free, but you're at this crossroads, and it's, what do I do? Okay, you're being presented with, it's a situation. Things can't stay how they are, and it's like, can you really go back? None of us can ever go back and retrace our steps. So the only way forward really is forward, but you're hesitant, and I feel that you are sort of resisting this as well. There's a lot of guidance around you, a lot of spirit guidance around you as well, which I feel is pushing you forward. But again, it's like you don't want to know, maybe this is a painful decision that you're going to have to make, something that you might not want to, but I feel it's something that you have to, okay? Now, if this is around relationships or love or emotions, I do feel it is, because there's a lot of emotions, but it's like something is being unveiled, something is being, God, I'm getting real rushes of energy coming up there when I'm saying that. Massive rushes of energy and sort of butterflies in my tummy, but not in a good way. When something is like bad, it's going to happen. Not bad, I don't want to say bad, but when you're like dreading something happening, but then actually when it happens, it's not as bad. It's how you're thinking about it. So that's what I'm actually feeling there when I started saying this. But there's going to be some sort of revelation around love. It's like the lid is going to be took off something is going to be revealed, something is going to be discovered, some sort of, you could even have a realization within yourself. And I feel if any of you are in a relationship where there is 3 people involved, okay, because I feel that there is 3 energies when I'm looking at this, and I feel that you may have been juggling, so this could be you that is in this, and I feel this week this is where this choice or chance to make a change is. And it's like looking at, are you in love or are you in safe? Are you somewhere because it makes you feel secure, or are you under a false sense of security? Because what I feel you've been holding stuff into yourself, okay? There's things not being talked about, and it's like sort of burying your head in the sand, burying your head into work. A lot of distractions I'm seeing, like trying to distract yourself from what is there. And it's like, if I carry on doing this, then it'll just go away. And I don't feel it's going to go away. I feel it's going to come to light, if anything, this week. Leo, but what this is going to do, because like I say, I feel this will be a relief, because you've been juggling this much, and I don't think it's working for you, so I feel it's getting you drawn's not the word. It's sort of draining you. Why have I said drawn? Why is drawn? Don't know. Sorry. Don't know what why they changed the word to drawn. But yeah, I feel that it is having you drained, and I feel you've been sort of having to be walking on eggshells in a way as well, because it's like I say, this isn't good. And when you're trying not to see something, it can actually get, that there's something looming over you. This is the feeling that I'm getting, it's like, You know, if ever we have a secret, we know about that secret. So it's always still there following us about. And this is the feeling that I'm getting this week. And it's like, you know, you might have been waiting patiently for this to pass, but it's not going to pass. Something is going to come to light this week. And I feel this is going to shine a light into the shadows as well. So it's these little hidden places, these dark places are going to be illuminated this week as well. And I feel that the only person this week that you can rely on for support is yourself. This is what I'm saying. So you might feel very alone, or you might want to take yourself off alone. You know, this is it, like retreat into your cave, so to speak, while all of this chaos is going on. But I really feel this is a time of contemplation. This is a time of soul searching. This is a time of telling the truth to yourself as well before this decision is made. And I feel like I say, I do feel that there's different energies involved. Now, there could be a bit of a friends with benefits thing going on as well, because there's this sort of getting carried away. This is it. So, you know, you may have got carried away with something, somebody connected to you may have just got carried away, you know, and sort of, you know, like I say, there could have been repercussions with this, but this week is like, I see you like looking at this mess, whatever this mess is, whatever this spilt milk is, you know, it's time to clean it up. That's it. You know, all messes can be cleaned up. They all can, you know, but it's pointless crying over them. This is what I want to say. You know, it's about tackling them as well. Now I do feel there is a water sign, and I feel that there could be a fire sign connected to you in some way. And this could be something new, especially this fire sign. I feel this fire sign, or it could be with somebody with a lot of fire in their chart, because I'm feeling this person is there's something about them. They're quite magnetizing. They're like, do you know what I mean? I feel that they're quite a sexual being. I feel that they're quite intriguing, and there's something about them. And this is why I'm talking about this three people in this situation, because this might be something where you can't stop yourself. You feel like you can't stop yourself, but it's like, you know that it's not good for you. It's not good for your highest good, but you're compelled to do this. And I feel that there's this pull or draw, feeling like you're being pulled in two places for this safe secureness, or this exciting, spontaneous, like thing, you know. It's like you're feeling the need for excitement in your life, you know. Maybe the safety isn't actually giving you this. So it's like, you know, there's a big ball of confusion. This is what I'm seeing around here. And you might be getting defensive if anybody actually says to you, what's up with you? It's like, what are you on about? You know, and you might actually trip yourself up with being defensive as well. So I want to say here, the truth will always set you free. The truth will always come out in the end. So you might as well tell it in the beginning. This is what I want to say to you here, Leo. But like I say, a lot of decisions, and you know, there is a decision that's made that your world could make massive changes. But I feel, like I say, in the long run, this is going to make you more secure. Okay. So it's quite an unusual reading this. There could be an ending, but this ending could straight away be a new beginning. Okay. Because whatever's ended, I feel it's like past its shelf life anyway, you know. So it's like the universe is going to come in and intervene and free you from this confusion that's there as well. Could be a little bit of guilt around this, guilt and anxiety. I'm just feeling, like I say, a bit like sort of head up, and you know, you may be having trouble sleeping as well, or you may be having crazy dreams, and these dreams may be trying to tell you something as well. I feel, and I'm sorry about this Leo, like I say, I've got to give what they've got here. There are so many threes coming up in your reading. Threes, you know, this is it. And it's like, you know, it's like, it doesn't work, you know. Two's company, three's a crowd. This is what I'm getting. And this is where I feel that there's a lot of problems, a lot of a lot of anxiety, a lot of you're trying to give to two situations and you can't, you know. So this is where the truth needs to come in. You need to bring balance back in, and the balance will come in after telling the truth. Now, some of you may be attending a court hearing as well for some reason, because for some reason I'm seeing like a jail here. There should be like jailer's keys. This could be that you're going to get out of jail, get out of this prison sort of thing on a metaphorical sense, or it could mean that somebody is actually going to jail as well, you know, because there's legal stuff around this, you know, and there's fairness. This isn't about winning. So some of you may be involved in something like that as well. Or some of you may actually even have to be a witness. This is what I feel. Some of you may have to go and actually tell your side of the story. Or this might not be a proper court, but it might be people sitting you down and saying, right, okay, we want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That is what's coming in this week. And like I say, there's a lot about truth here. So expect something coming out of the blue. Okay. I do feel this is around emotional stuff. I do feel that you may have to defend yourself as well. But I feel if you stand tall and tell the truth and explain yourself, you know, this could be something from the past rearing its ugly head again, you know, but it's like, you know, this is because things are out of balance. This is why it's coming in. There might be an element of control and manipulation coming in around this. Don't buy into that at all, you know, and don't do that yourself, because that will only enhance this sadness. But communication is key here, is key this week. You know, any trickiness, any sort of like, untruths, you know, an untruth is still a half-truth is still a full lie. I feel they're going to come out in the open this week, you know. So, like I say, it's, please don't tell any half-truths, because you could get found out, and please don't believe any neither, because they could actually sort of knock you off balance and cause a lot more indecision than what there already is. But a lot of confusion this week as well, and it's, I don't know, whatever this is, I don't feel that this is worth fighting for, Leo, you know. You're fighting against the odds when really you would be better with freedom, if that makes sense. So that's it. Don't fight against the odds, fight for your freedom, if that makes sense. So I hope that did. Please let me know if it did. But something you've been trying not to see and not to address is coming to a head this week. Okay, I'm going to pull a spirit card for you and see what we've got. Spirit card for Leo for week beginning 7th of August 2017. Right, okay, instinct, okay? So this is saying follow your natural instinct. You are making the current issue more complicated than it needs to be. Trust in the universe. Allow your intuition to guide you. You are always safe. So that's it. All of this anxiety and everything, you know, it could be because you're just, you know, once everything's out in the open, then it's out in the open and you have nothing to fear and nothing to hide. Okay. But like I say, this is, yeah, go with your instincts, okay? Not with your rational head. Your instincts are what's gonna get you free here. You know, there's something to do with this eclipse. This eclipse is gonna blow everything wide open, if that makes sense. So I'm getting a real loud, like in my head. I'm just wanting to like, whoa there. So yeah, you're going to be okay. Everything happens for a reason, and this is actually for you, Leo, rather than against you. So just hold on tight. It could be a little bit of a bumpy ride. Okay. So if anybody would want a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The link is below. Okay. And I hope that made sense to you. Okay. Sat now.